Hello there, I'm Julie McDonald. These are the latest headlines from Al Jazeera. There's been sporadic violence in Tehran after the disputed election victory of the president, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. The Interior Ministry says he won just over 62% of the vote. In a televised address, the Iranian president said the election was free and healthy, but his rival, Mir Hossein Mousavi, rejected that result, saying it had been marred by vote rigging. Our correspondent, Taimur Nabili, was watching the president's speech in Tehran.
He didn't seem to exactly reach out, did he? He spoke about how he thought the election was free and fair. He spoke about how he had a grand vision for the country and what he believed in for the future of Iran. It was a little bit more like a campaign speech than it was a victory speech, but it was certainly talk of celebration, talk about the future, and no real talk about what had happened on the streets. Before the election, there had been suggestion in many circles that the strength of what we'd seen on the streets over the course of the campaign may have played into his political thinking, may have suggested that there was room and demand for a little bit of liberalization, for a little bit of a softer tone. But in this speech, he didn't seem to suggest that he had got that message or that he planned to do anything about it. The one area of concern that he did show was to suggest to the nation's youth that he really did have their best interests at heart.
That was Taimur Nabili reporting there. Now, North Korea has threatened to use its plutonium stocks to make weapons after the United Nations imposed tough new sanctions on Pyongyang. North Korea has also warned it will take military action if the US and its allies try to isolate it further. The international community has strongly condemned Pyongyang's nuclear test last month. Now, the US envoy to the Middle East says Syria has an integral role to play in achieving peace in the region. George Mitchell has been meeting Syria's president, Bashar al-Assad, in Damascus. Relations between the US and Syria have improved since Barack Obama became president. Now, the Electoral Authority in Afghanistan has unveiled the final list of presidential candidates for the August election. There are 41 contenders vying for the top job. The current president, Hamid Karzai's popularity has plunged in recent months. Security will be tightened when electioneering starts next week. And don't forget, you can watch Al Jazeera online. Head to our website, aljazeera.net/English, and click on the Watch Now icon. There's other headlines here on Al Jazeera. I'm Julie McDonald. That's it from me. Bye-bye.